Good afternoon, DC metro area. It's a sunny day, March 26, 2019. This is Megan Fay with MU19 News, coming to you live and serving you the hottest, most leading news of the hour. For the headlines, a group of local accelerated second-degree nursing students spark interest in managing their careers. Today, we will hear from some of the most well-known members of the nursing community on how to manage our careers. We will first hear from Morgan Goki, the Chief Officer of Nursing at Georgetown University Hospital, who will discuss data assembly for professional portfolios and professional development. Live from Washington, D.C. Take it away, Morgan.
Hi, Megan. Thanks for that introduction. So, like she said, my name is Morgan Goki, and I am the Chief Nursing Officer at Georgetown University Hospital. I'm going to take a few minutes of your time to talk about the hot topic of portfolios and professional development. So a portfolio is used to document skill qualifications, continued competencies, accountability for professional development, and credible evidence to support employment claims during an interview. Also, those using a portfolio are found to have a higher chance of becoming certified and maintaining a certification in their practice. Nurses can highlight the nursing process in their personal lives by showing positive outcomes in career development. This gives space to elaborate on professional nursing philosophy, goals, continuing education, and even show samples of your work. A 3-ring binder with a table of contents or an electronic version may be used to show the nurse's collection of experiences. Just remember to keep it updated and tailor it to each position you're applying to. The portfolio is an excellent aid in professional development. Professional development is something you should be thinking about from the day you take your first job. This is how you're going to progress your nursing career. There are a number of tips to keep in mind to keep your career moving forward, to stay fulfilled, and always stay challenged. One way to do that is to make room for fulfillment. Some nurses find that activities such as spending time talking to clients, learning new skills, or decreasing anxiety in families through teaching and learning can help. Once one of these activities is identified, the nurse should try to accomplish it each shift. Another thing to do is to set short-term goals for yourself. These are for 6 months to 2 years down the line and can be something like joining a professional organization or changing an outdated hospital policy. Another thing to do is to set long-term goals for 5 to 10 years down the line. And these can be something like getting an advanced degree or becoming a director of nursing. Avoiding burnout so that you can continue your professional development is very important. A key part of this is to identify stressors and to take action to find stress relief techniques. Another way to avoid burnout is to try different areas of nursing, which is also a way to grow professionally. I hope these helped.
Thank you, Morgan. We are now going to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back with more news after these reminders.
Oh. Hello, folks. Michael Carnahan here, Chief of Nursing, and I was just reading about professional nursing associations and how all the experts agree of the benefits of belonging to an association is immense. Things change at such a fast pace, whether it's technology, techniques, or nursing practice, that belonging to an association is more of a requirement than an option for managing your career. Associations are where you encounter the movers and shakers within the nursing profession, open up career opportunities, and meet healthcare professionals. Associations enable nurses to gain unparalleled networking opportunities, vital components of lifelong learning, sources of mentors, influencers of health policy, define and promote excellence in practice, career and leadership development, and lastly, creating the next generation of nurses. Anytime you can connect with people in your field, you have the opportunity to advance in your career and help hone in on valuable leadership skills. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
And we're back. You're still watching MU19 News. We will now be hearing from a former Chief Director of Nursing turned professional actor, Michael Carnahan, who you may remember from his recent commercial debut. He will be discussing continuing your education. Take it away, Michael.
Wow, thank you for that compelling story, Megan. And in other news, we as nurses, well, we might as well face it. What we know today may very well change tomorrow. The world of healthcare is constantly changing, with new technology, new medication, and new treatment replacing the old. What are we to do? However, continuing education benefits nurses by increasing their knowledge, but the ultimate goal of continuing education is to benefit the patient and improve patient safety. A nurse who is up to date educationally can practice more safely and at a higher level professionally. But nurses hit the books for a variety of reasons. A nurse who desires further certification or seeking an advanced practice degree must obtain continuing educational hours that are specific to that specialty. And depending on what state you live in, nurses may be required to complete mandatory education to continue to practice, which I will go over later. And studies show that continuing education increases nurses' satisfaction and retention by strengthening the quality of nursing practice. And patients benefit from continuing education because nurses is a knowledge-based profession, meaning that what's inside a nurse's brain is critical to the work they perform and the quality of care they deliver. And let's be honest, a nurse who continues to learn about new subjects will provide better care than one who never cracks a book after they graduate from nursing school. I think that's just a simple fact. Many states require nurses to complete continuing education in order to renew a license. For example, in California, both RNs and licensed vocational nurses must complete a minimum of 30 hours of continuing education to renew a nursing license. However, on the contrary, Mississippi does not require any continuing education for RNs or licensed practical nurses, and I feel like this is something that needs to be addressed because all nurses can benefit from further certification. And when nurses obtain certification, they expand their knowledge base, grow within their field, and evolve as professionals. They also raise the standard of practice throughout the profession, and in the long run, they improve patient safety. And as the great Florence Nightingale said, let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives. Thank you. Back to you, Megan.
Thank you, Michael, for your special guest appearance. We will now be hearing from the Dean of Nursing at Georgetown University, Danielle McElrath, on framework, career development, marketing, and strategies. Live from the streets of Washington, D.C. Take it away, Danielle.
Hello, this is Danielle McElrath, and I'm reporting live from somewhere in D.C. on New Jersey Avenue. It's a lovely day. The weather is warm. And just to continue on our spiel on, career and managing our career, we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about our framework, us as ourselves, and then we're going to be talking about promoting ourselves, and then we're going to sum it up with a few good things. We're going to marketing yourself and other things like that. So we're going first with our framework. We have two things. We have to know ourselves and we have to know our position. And so in knowing ourselves, we have to know what fits us, what are our strengths, what are our, downfalls, but especially our strengths, because our strengths opens access for us to find the position that will make us flourish or that we will be able to flourish in. So, if you don't like children, pediatrics may not be your thing, but you know that. If your strength is with geriatrics, home health may be your thing. If you get kind of queasy and you pass out because of the sight of blood, OR, ER, and OB is definitely not your thing. And then also, if you're not a morning person, night shift may be your thing. And so you have to know yourself in order to get the right position so you'll be able to flourish and be able to add to the company. Next thing is knowing your position. What do you want from your position? You go to a job interview and you want to see what they have to offer. First, they're going to be looking at you to see what you can offer them, but you also have to look at them to see what they can offer you. If education is a good thing for you, you're going to seek a job that you're able to gain more experience in education. That's what you have to do. You have to look at what their benefits are to you. If you think that, continuing education is opportunities to lead, see if they have the preceptor opportunity there. That's what you have to look at them for. Next, we're going to go to marketing yourself. So marketing yourself, you have to focus on two things that we've already focused on: your CV and your resume. So your CV is an overall, just a bundle of what you've done. It could be at past jobs, things that are outside of nursing that you've done, awards and certificates that you've gained. And then you have your resume. Your resume is a focused assessment of what you've done that's applicable to the career or the position that you're looking for. And so you have to sell yourself. So you go online and you're looking at the requirements of the job. You see the requirements. And so you have to read those to see, okay, they have 1, 2, and 3. You got to see if 1, 2, and 3 are things that you have. And so when you go into the interview, 1, 2, and 3 is things that you press for because that's what they're looking for. So you got to know how to sell yourself, and you sell yourself with your CV and your resume. And lastly, we're going to talk about, what else are we going to talk about? We've covered a lot so far already. So you have career development. So in career development, it's not a lot to say about it, but the core to career development is strategies to find mentorship. So it's good for selecting professional peers and mentors to share in your development, because iron sharpens iron. So in order for you to get better, you have to be around people who are in a place that you are or ahead of you. And then you have to choose your peers wisely. You have to choose your mentors wisely and role models as well. And so you have to respond openly from various perspectives that can enrich your career planning and development. So, as closure, I'm going to leave you with this quote from my book. It says, successful people actively manage their careers rather than wait for lucky breaks. So you have to be actively in your career. You have to update your resume consistently. They say 6 months to a year. Make sure you keep up to date with that. Also, knowing yourself. You can go online and you can take tests to figure out what are your good qualities. Look on those qualities and you learn about yourself, because we develop over time. So we get to grow and we mature over time. So good thing. Learn about yourself, learn about your position so you'll be able to sell yourself with your resume, and then also make sure you have good people around you that can build you up. And iron sharpens iron. Make sure you're sharp for your job career. Thank you, and we're turning back live.
Thank you, Danielle. This concludes today's segment of MU19 News. I hope all of the viewers at home have learned a lot about managing their careers. And don't change the channel just yet. Jeopardy airs next, and there will be a special guest appearance from Heather Kenny, University of Mary Washington Hospital's Chief Director of Nursing. And she may have some questions that you'll recognize. Stay tuned.